Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Jessica Ward King, the StigmaCrusher here. Today I want to talk about sleep. Sleep is really near and dear to my heart because it is such a big part of my mental wellness. With bipolar disorder, sleep is a huge part of being ill or being well. Because with mania, for example, I don't sleep at all, pretty much. Maybe 1 hour, 2 hours a night. And I have to take a sleep aid in order to be able to try to break the cycle of not sleeping, and that fuels the mania and makes me even more unwell. And so if I take a sleep aid that puts me to sleep, it can help to break the cycle of mania. And that's a much more effective way of breaking the mania than anything else, actually, is getting me to actually do some sleeping. With the depression, I spend a lot of time sleeping, and so I'll sleep often 12, 13, even 14 hours a night if I'm allowed to. And so one of my coping methods for when I'm depressed is to actually make sure that I use effective sleep hygiene and don't let myself sleep for that long. So I will limit myself to maybe 9 hours of sleep a night, or maybe 10 if I'm lucky to allow myself that, and make myself go to bed and get up at a certain hour. And so today I want to talk about sleep hygiene and how it's played such an important role in my mental wellness, and how it can also help you on your journey to mental wellness. So sleep is a really important part of a lot of mental illnesses. You will find it in a lot of the diagnostic criteria for different mental illnesses, from depression to bipolar disorder to anxiety to even psychosis. You'll find sleep as one of the diagnostic criteria. And even for those that are not having mental illness but just struggling with their mental health, sleep is a really important part of having good mental health. And so sleep hygiene can help everyone on their journey through mental health and mental wellness. Sleep hygiene is a way of looking at sleep through a lens of how we can do it well. So it's just like dental hygiene, you know, how you can take care of your teeth. Sleep hygiene is a way of how you can take care of your sleep habits. And sleep hygiene is, there's a kind of a set way of how you can do sleep well, basically. And so we're going to go through some of those criteria today. One of the things is to make sure that you use your bedroom for sleeping and pretty much nothing else. You should be using your bedroom for basically two things: sleep and sex. You should not be using your bedroom for watching TV, hanging out, eating, snacking, doing homework, doing work, playing on the computer, all of those kinds of waking activities. Waking activities should be done in other rooms of your house. Sleeping activities should be done in your bedroom. You should have an association in your mind with your bedroom. Bedroom equals sleep. Other rooms of the house equal waking activities. Bedroom equals sleeping activities. And of course, sex. And that helps with the psychological component of sleeping, is that room is for sleep. And even when you are finding yourself at night, when you're, you know, in one of those cycles of I can't get to sleep, I'm lying here awake, I'm lying here staring at the clock, whatever, you shouldn't be laying in your bedroom awake. You should get up from your bed and go elsewhere in your house, you know, maybe read for a little bit, make a cup of tea, have a glass of water, whatever the case is, and then go back to your room and try to sleep again. You should be associating your bedroom with sleeping, not waking. Another thing that's really important for sleep is the temperature. When your body goes to sleep, it cools down. It cools down by a degree or two, and that's something that you want to try to promote in your bedroom. You want to make sure that your body is able to do the cooling down that it needs to do. And so there's two components to that. One is to make sure that the temperature, the actual ambient temperature in your bedroom, is cool enough that your body can cool down. So if you're able to program your thermostat so that that you can change the temperature between the day and the night, you might want to make sure that your thermostat actually cools down by a degree or two at night, so that your actual temperature in your house gets colder at night so that your body can cool down. Another piece is that you want to make sure that you have some comfortable blankets and sheets on your bed, so that when your body does cool down, you're able to keep it warm enough in your bedroom. So you want to make sure that you have, cool enough in the bedroom and then warm enough blankets so that you can stay comfortable. Another piece is what you're wearing to bed, whether that's nothing at all, we don't judge, or whether you're wearing pajamas. You want to make sure that they're loose and comfortable, cool enough to keep yourself cool at night, and loose enough that you're not feeling constricted. So make sure that you are wearing something appropriate to bed. Or again, nothing at all, we don't judge. Another piece is that you don't want to be using your phone in your bed. Now, this is an unpopular opinion, right? Everybody uses their phone in their bed. We use it as an alarm clock. We put it on our nightside table to charge overnight, right? Everybody uses their phone in their bedroom, and it is a terrible idea. For one thing, there's the blue light problem. Blue light tells your brain that you should be awake. But that's not the only problem. The other problem is that our phones are a source of anxiety, right? We check our banking details on our phone. We check our emails, which contain lots of, bills and emails from coworkers and emails from that board that you're on, or the parent-teacher emails, or whatever kinds of emails that are anxiety-provoking. We check our news feeds that are always anxiety-provoking on our phones. We check, even social media can be anxiety-provoking. And so you're sitting there on your phone in your bed, and you're getting all these anxiety-provoking emails and texts and social media posts, and now you're associating your bed and your bedroom with anxiety. That's not the association you want to have. You don't want to be doing anxiety-provoking things right before you're going to sleep. You're wanting to calm your body down. You're wanting to calm your brain down. And so you're wanting to stop using your phone about an hour before bed and start doing something calming, which would be maybe reading print media, like not on a backlit device, but like actual book or an actual magazine or a newspaper. Having a cup of tea, having a chat with someone about something not anxiety-provoking ideally, doing something calming, a calming routine. Something routine would be the best thing to be doing before bed. Something that's very, very much like you would do for your child. We always have a routine for our children before bed, where we put them in bed, we tuck them in, we read them a story, we sing them a song, and then it's time for bed. We always do the same thing every night to make sure that they're secure and comfy and cozy. We want to do the same thing for ourselves, the same kind of routine every night to get ourselves ready and in the mindset for sleep. Another thing we want to make sure that we are doing for ourselves is that it's dark in our bedrooms. So our eyeball, actually in the back there in our retina, has a group of cells that are just there to detect light. They detect light even through our closed eyelids. And that the purpose of these cells is to detect light to tell our circadian rhythms when it is time to wake up. And if they're detecting light from the street lamp outside, from the cars that are coming through, the car lights that are coming through our windows, from the ambient light outside, they're going to constantly be on alert saying it's time to wake up, it's time to wake up, it's time to wake up, and screwing up our circadian rhythms. So you're wanting to put black curtain, like dark blacklit curtains, what am I trying to say? Blackout, that's the word. Blackout curtains on your windows if you can. If you can't put blackout curtains because they're expensive, because your windows are too big, because you can't put curtains up for whatever reason, you might want to use an eye mask. Whatever it is that can completely block out the light that is ambient in your room at night. That's what you're wanting to do to make sure that you don't have any light reaching your eyes during your sleep. Another really important piece is the aspect of when you go to sleep and when you wake up. Now, this is going to be an unpopular piece, but for our circadian rhythms to be constant, we need to go to bed, we need to entrain them, right? And so when it's daylight savings time and you just lose or gain an hour of sleep and it totally screws up your system, on the weekends when you sleep in for an hour or two, it does the same thing to your system. That's why Monday mornings are so hard. So what's best for your system is to go to bed and wake up at the same time every single day. That's what gets your circadian rhythm going at the same speed, at the same rate, constantly, all of the time. And that's what's best for your mental health. In fact, that's something that's really helped my mental health with my bipolar disorder, is to go to bed and get up at the same time every day, even on weekends. It is not easy because as adults, we love our sleep, right? We're not like kids who hate sleeping because we might miss something. Adults, we know we're not missing anything. We love our sleep. It's so cozy and comfy and feels so good. But what feels even better is having good mental health. And having good mental health means having a very strong circadian rhythm. And circadian rhythms are super sensitive. They can be thrown off by the simplest things. Have you ever had the experience, so we know they can be thrown off by sleeping or gaining or losing an hour, by sleeping over, oversleeping or undersleeping. Have you ever had the experience of not eating at the right time and having your circadian rhythm seem slightly off? Your circadian rhythm can even be entrained by eating patterns. So anything that's biological that seems to happen at the same time every day. So if you get up and have your breakfast and then you have your lunch at the same time every day and you have your supper at roughly the same time every day, and then one day you don't. You miss lunch or your breakfast gets delayed, and then it seems like your system is off. That can even throw off your circadian rhythm. It's like it's a secondary entrainment, and your circadian rhythm is super sensitive even to biological cues like that. So imagine how sensitive it is to sleep, which really entrains your system. Light entrains your system, sleep entrains your system, even eating entrains your system. But sleep is really, really, really important. So if there's one thing that you can do for your mental health, it is to go to bed and get up at the same time every day. Now, I have on occasion given myself a little bit of a lie-in here and there, and it doesn't seem to throw me too far off, but really my mental health is best when I do follow the rules and go to bed and get up at the same time every day. I know it doesn't sound that attractive, but it really is when my mental health is better. It's like I say with the keto diet, which yes, I am still doing. It's restrictive and it's sometimes a pain in the butt, but if it helps, if it makes my mental health better and I live better because of it, it's worth it. So it's the same thing with sleep. If it's a pain in the butt and it kind of sucks sometimes, but it makes my mental health better, it's worth it. And so I'm telling you, it is worth it. Give it a shot. Give it a try. If your mental health is suffering right now and you think sleep has something to do with it, give it a try just for a little while and see if it's helping you. And let me know in the comments down below if it does help. I'd like to hear from you. So that's it for me. I hope that this little video on sleep hygiene will help you to sleep a little bit better and will improve your mental health. And if you are struggling with mental illness and sleep is a part of it, I hope that this will help you improve your mental wellness as well. Take care of yourselves this week, and I will see you in my next one. Bye, everyone.
StigmaCrusher.